fam? Yeah, y'all ride with me. It's gonna be a short live. I'm going to the place to get the tires done, checked out for this trip. This cross country we about to go on. I want to do this real quick though, because thank you, howdy ma'am. From the video I did yesterday, I did not state the main purpose. One of the main purposes for me doing the video, and that was to speak to the primordials and tell you the ritual that you have to do. Anybody could do this ritual, but I'm urging right now and pleading the primordials. What is a primordial? A primordial is a womb man. It was on this planet before there were men. On this planet when this planet was just female. Before any male species come. I'm talking about beings that was on this planet over 500 million years ago. I'm talking about she who is the mother, the true mother of creation. She is dark in hue. She's all complexions. The original one, me, walked right out of a crocodile onto land. Gene spliced by the Anunnaki. Now, we were here. Me and my daughters were here a long time ago. And you were envied. You were envied. It was a world before Atlantis. You were envied with, some of you know what I'm talking about. It's inside of you. You feel what I'm talking about. Some of you just think I'm crazy. I'm not talking to you. She know who I'm talking to. I don't care if you came back to this life, if you were a male being, you had children. None of that matters. You are the fairies. And you have to pull that back, even if you have your male being. I wouldn't suggest you leave your male being, but you're going to have to spend some fairy time with the fairies. You're going to have to go to the forest. You're going to have to take time away from the phallus. You're going to have to do 30 days no sex with phallus. And remember who you are. Because it is you that's needed right now. We were so envied in the universe, the planet. We were the first human beings on the planet. Someone to call us hermaphrodite. We had male and female sex organs. I don't know nothing about that. I wasn't shown that. When I was here, I didn't have a phallus, other than our clitoris is phallus. So if that's what you mean. But we didn't shoot sperm. We didn't have to. We procreated on our own via a process called parthenogenesis. Right now you can see it. It's coming back. It's coming back in lots of Komodo dragons. That was a given though in reptiles, but now they got sharks and monkeys. That's having the Native Americans tribes have never stopped. When they have a child, male or female, they study them to see if they are two spirits. If the female is two spirit, they take her away from the male until she's 16. But she live in a female-only village. She will never see a male unless she chooses to at 16, or if she chooses to stay in the village. There's something they don't talk about. Look up Den Poitras. If she chooses to stay in the village with the female, she will never in her life see a male. And she will have babies on her own via the village with the energy from the sun and the moon's radiation fused in her polar body back into the egg. You already come with, every woman already come with the sperm. It's called the polar body. The egg has 23 chromosomes. There's a little tiny thing that looks exactly like sperm that comes with every egg. It's called the polar body. It is the companion to the blueprint called egg. The seed that's in woman, not in man, no seed in man. The seed is in woman. What is a seed but a blueprint to something? The seed is in the woman. The man only passes on genetics. And a spark, electricity and genetics. He don't carry no souls in his nuts. He just carry electricity. So when it fused back in, if you could fuse the polar body back into the egg, because that's the Big Bang. When the sperm hit the egg, it's a fusion that happened. The way the sperm gets through that egg, number one is sound. Because the egg was never dead. The eggs are asleep. Scientists show that eggs have a heartbeat. Eggs have a before sperm. Everyone up in here, every one of her daughters, because all the eggs are female. All eggs in the woman are X and X chromosomes. The only way they become male, because a mutation has to come in called the male, which is the sperm. So you have X, he has X and X chromosomes in his sperm, and he has X and Y. Y is a degenerate X. Y, what's missing from the X? The womb. What's missing from the Y and the male is the womb. They are womb men too. They are females. That's why they got titties, but they don't work. What the hell man got nipples for? Because he's a broken female. Is the reason he has nipples. Y'all see what I'm saying? So that sperm is the same as the polar body. The polar body has 23 chromosomes. If the polar body would create the same sound and fuse itself back into the egg, and we did this via radiation. This is what's so special with us. I don't give a fuck what they talking to you about the moon. We use the radiation from the moon to fuse our eggs. After we would soak up the radiation from the sun midday, or the high point of day, high sun that is, not necessarily midday, but for sure high sun. You feel me? We would do rituals we would do. We would go to source at night, because that's when the universal source, the all was more visible to us in the darkness. When we turn away from the light bulb called the sun and turn into the forever one night, because there's no such thing as days, we are forever one night in this universe. It's no days. But do what you gotta do. There's no time. We're just forever spinning through darkness. We turn into a light bulb and away from a light bulb. And she could fuse her polar body back into it, and it had no genetics of nothing outside of herself. This is why the babies look just like the mother. They're identicals. I know somebody right now who was a child by the process of parthenogenesis. Her name is Angel. So I'm not going to get too much, because I'm going to be at my appointment soon. But primordial, this is who you are. You are the mother of this planet. You are the guardian of this planet. All of this comes from you. Other than the other star beings who came down here that has nothing to do with you, like the Aboriginals. The Aboriginals is but what I understand is the talking ape. That's why he looked just like it. But they're talking. Planet of the Apes evolved into men. That's the Aboriginals of the planet. But then you have like the Hindus. You have the Orientals who come from the doggone star constellation. You have the Hindus, us. There's 3 original people on the planet that's mixed in and made all of this. But before our sons came, there were the primordials, and the son of the mother, the son of the primordials. This teardrop's so light on the back of me, I can't even feel the weight of it in the car. So you have to come back into your right mind. It is you and the daughters of you that has to save this planet. It is your technology. You are the originator of spirituality. Spirituality just means the technology of the body. We got so many demons, I'm going to talk about that on the way back, that's preventing you from coming into who you are and seeing who you are. So many receptor blockers. Hence, the Guardians has given us the water therapy that's removing even what herbs can't remove. But we'll talk about that on the way back. So that's why it's important for the primordial to be under the water therapy, to get her repairs, and to have the receptor blockers removed from her, so that she could come into her wholeness again. This is a ritual, a primordial. The primordials must do. And every man and woman can also do this. Number one, if you have not done the gathering of souls ritual, you have to go do it. It's on my channel. Put out 4 years ago. The gathering of souls ritual. Follow it to a T. Don't wear no underwear, no synthetic clothes, no synthetic jewelry, no costume. If it ain't 100% gold, silver, platinum, copper, don't wear it. Don't take no cell phones that's online, cut them off, and do the ritual. Go barefoot, natural fibers, and make the connection back. I promise you, you won't regret it, and you will know that you did that ritual. So it's warm now. Make your time. That's one ritual you must do, everybody. You That's how you get back online. This is how you truly get back online, because nature has locked us out, the Guardian said. We have been locked out. That is the story of when they put them out the Garden of Eden and put 2 golden angels at the gate. That's nature. The Garden of Eden is representing nature. Man has been locked out for his sins. His sins against the mother. The mother sins against source. The mother sins against the planet. The mother for falling in love with her creation and even allowing her sons to do what has happened here. We must be restored. That's why your menstrual cycle is coming back, because primordials. This is the act of the primordials. Everybody that tell me, since they've been listening to water therapy, they've been in menopause and all kinds of stuff. They cramping again because your womb is being regulated, because we regulated that. Your womb has shut down because you are locked into the consciousness of this earth, of this where you live at. This United States is a consciousness. Everywhere it's like that. That's why none of the women in India menstruate. But when they come to America, they do, because they come into the consciousness of the women here. So you are locked into the consciousness that you can't regulate your stuff. You can. We're practicing it right now. You can regulate it. You can bring it back. So when you start cramping on water therapy, or you start feeling activated, or you get a spot of blood, that's because you're being restored. Because you're leaving the pause of men, menopause. That's the pause of men. That's why you hear stories of women coming on, having children after menopause. The pause of men, why do you think they named it that? You depend on men. But you don't have to have a baby. It's innately in every woman, but some of you are just too far gone in the program. The primordials, you have to wake up. And let's save this planet. You have to wake up. A lot of you know you're two-spirit, but you don't know what to call it. You know, you feel like you're bisexual or something, you're ashamed to say it to the family. It's not about that. What I've even learned, that it's not even necessarily about women coming together having sex. Sex is something male and female do. Women come together and have what's called, it's an ancient word called eugeration. This word has come from, it's a group, a matriarch down in California that reached out to me some years back. They showed me in this ancient book about us, because I was teaching about the primordials, and they are all primordials. They probably still watch me. They said they will never keep their eyes off me, and every now and then they pop up to let me know that they're still around. But eugeration is the exchange of energy. It's not something I can explain to you. It's not something I can explain. Hence, I levitate when I have sex, because it's not something. It's just not something I can explain. The energy that comes out of my solar plexus that creates a bubble around it, she and I. We do not have to do any kind of penetration. This is eugeration. Sex is penetration. Or unless you just use the word as a sacred energy exchange. But when you in eugeration, you don't have to do any, like, it's so powerful. You'll be in an energy exchange for 3 hours that felt like about 30 minutes. Now, I'm not exaggerating this. It'd be 3 hours and it felt like you've been there for 30 minutes. And so much energy exchange, you done came from your whole body and never been touched. That's what women do. That's goddess love. That's the love of the primordials. And I've been given that magic. I didn't know what was wrong with me, but I understand more and more I'm just God. Things I could do down here, most people, I don't even know. So I done spoke to Tibetan monks. And if you don't believe me, I'm about to pass the temple right now. I'll show you some of the monks I done spoke to. And as deep as they are, and as powerful they are with their chi, they said they never even heard of some of the shit I told them I could do. I'm literally about to pass I don't know what's the temple. Because it's it's the magic of the primordials. Some of you primordials, you're having sex with men and non-spiritual women, and you think it's like it's so deep and all this magic, you think it's him, it's you. Because if you ask him, they'll probably tell you, yeah, I never experienced nothing like this with nobody else. It's you. It's your magic that we were given. But you got to know who you are. You don't have to leave your male being, but you got to stop fucking a lot of them. You got to stop allowing different men inside of you and choose one of them. That's what you got to do. You got to choose one. Or choose none. And stay to yourself until you find one. But stop allowing all that different energy and going raw. Every time you allow somebody, one of them in you, and to release inside of you, you got to hold that sperm in your brain for 7 years. So every time, the last time you had sex, male or females, the last time you had sex, when you have and they release inside of you, the little white building right there is a monk's temple. Say temple, Buddhist temple on it. I don't know if y'all got to see that. Every time they release inside of you, that sperm go to your brain. You have a male child, even parts of him is left in your brain. See, but with babies, they sperm ain't left in you. It's their genetics left in your brain. Every 7 years, you give male sperm. They don't have sperm because the eggs were female and it broke. You finished it. They testicles is just ovaries. They phallus is just a clitoris. And they'll say, no, that's not right. It's just a process. Bullshit. Then don't let her give him sperm. Then he'll be a man without sperm. He'll be a girl with a dingaling. She give him sperm through a vein called the vas deferens. Look it up. She injects it into him. I ain't got time for all of that. Listen, primordials. You gotta do that ritual I just told you, gathering of souls on the beginning of this channel. And you also gotta go to nature, completely naked. Dig a hole in the ground for your legs. Bury your legs up to the knees. You gotta be naked. If you gotta, like something over you, like the cloak your nakedness, maybe something like that. But nothing tight on your skin, nothing. If you can sit there completely naked under some shade, do that. Go completely naked, no stones, no sage, no nothing, but 100% complete trust. The reason that you're burying your legs is so if the nature spirits decide to show themselves to you, you showing that I trust you. This is an ancient ritual. Listen to me. You are showing that I trust you and I can't run away. No matter what you look like, I accept you as you are. And I can't run away. And you go there and you present yourself. I am the Gawi Zazove, daughter of Asikasi. I am here. I can't see, I got my thing written up. It's just something to the extent, write your own. Let them know that you are here, you are open, you are here to trust them, and you're turning yourself back over to nature. Now, but you gotta do the gathering of souls ritual first. That way nature allows you back in. This allows you to speak to the animals again. This allows you to speak to the trees again. This allows you to see the tree spirits. This allows you to see the little things in the forest that's alive, the little blue people and stuff. They're all around us. They say we are afraid of them because we're not connected to them no more, so we call them anything but what they are. They don't come to help us. They'll stand in a corner of your house. They used to didn't, but they got to stand in a corner now because you are afraid of them. So they might look like something off the movie Legend, but that's just how they look. They part tree, all kind of shit. They look what we consider ugly. So you say I saw a demon and you need a priest, but it was a nature spirit coming to you. Because some of you, your vibration, some of the primordials vibrations is open. And you'll be surprised how many people on the planet, how many females has the blood of the primordials. She is not Caucasian though. Or Japanese or She has the what's called the God body. The nine eat the hair. You know, like, anyway, I ain't gonna go there yet. She has the nine eat the hair, the coils, the cosmic coil. I'm 5 minutes late right now. You are the mother of civilization. You'll be surprised how many so-called black women are primordials. That's fighting it. This is why they got the agenda out right now. Because they're trying to become you. I'm telling you some real shit. You do what you want to do with that. But you got to do these rituals. So you tell the forest, you tell the nature spirits that you trust them. You accept them. You choose to be accepted by them. You want to help the planet. You want to help save the planet. You want to come back into your natural self. You want to fuse again with nature and talk to them out loud with no protection, no spiritual protection, because then they won't trust you because you don't trust them. So if you come lighting all this sage and fire water at your dude, they don't want you to do nothing but dig a hole in the ground and put your feet in it and bury up to your knees and bury your legs. That's what they want you to do, naked. No kind of stones, no sword, no salt, no palo, nothing, no smoke. If anything, I would give like a, they didn't say not to or do, but I would give like a, do like fire, water, air, earth. Like light a fire. Water, give an offering. Women, you can always give your life waters as an offering. Always, because everything in nature benefits from your life waters. Your menstrual blood. Everything in nature benefits from it. So I would suggest everybody do this. But primordials, I need you to do it so you can get the secrets again of what we have to do. I've done every ritual they told me to do. They had me to do a ritual to fire one day, ritual to water one day, air one day, earth another day. And when I did the last one, which was fire, in the order that they told me to do it, a galaxy turned on, a blue galaxy turned on in my head. It looked like a marble, like a white bluish marble with like a blue ring of Saturn around it. I just kept getting the images of the thing in my head, and it just exploded in my head. And then the heat from the sun went straight into my body, into my solar plexus, and the heat from the fire met it, and they burnt me up on the inside. I don't know where to park this thing at. Anyway, this is what y'all gotta do. It's not a game. Those who feel me, you don't feel me? I ain't talking to you. Those who feel inside what I'm talking about, I'm talking to you. Do it. And make sure you do both of those. I don't know where I'm supposed to park with this. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just pull right here. I got the teardrop with me today, y'all. Show y'all in a minute. I hate being late for stuff. Okay, and I gotta go. I'm gonna show y'all the teardrop real quick. to y'all the way back about these parasites in us. A little bit of why they're here and how we get them out. Get underwater therapy, y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Sounds good, man.